Hello, I'm Sedani, and I'm starting a new series with the Spatials Galactology. This is a space station management game that just came out of early access a few weeks ago, and it seems to be influenced by games like Startopia and Space Colony, which are games that I played and really enjoyed back in the early 2000s. And so this game really caught my attention, and I've been playing it off and on for the last few weeks and really enjoyed it and wanted to share with you and do a series on it. It's developed by Weird and Wry, an indie game developer from Barcelona. And the game is basically you're managing, you're building your space station, you're managing crew. You can explore the galaxy, which is a randomly generated with 100 plus planets, so it's a fairly big galaxy. And you can explore the surface of any planets, you can exploit their resources, you can set up trade routes. There's also some combat involved. The combat's fairly simple, but you'll see when we get started. So it's really very in-depth game. And it's a great value for the money if you're looking for a game like this. I think it's only like $15, and it's available on Steam. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else but Steam. So I'm really enjoying it and wanted to share. So let's get started. Let's start a new game. Welcome! Tired of your daily routine, feeling like you haven't found your place in the universe? Curious about the outer star systems? If you answered yes to any of those questions, don't hesitate and join now. The options in the game are just if you want to select a specific planet that you want to start on and build your space station. I just picked random. And the events over here, you can enable or not if you so choose. There's just certain events that happen during the game. They add a little flavor. And mods, if there aren't any, I don't believe there's anybody modding for the game yet. Okay, so let's start the game. And here we are. So, ooh, look at the pretty planet we started on. Ooh, all these different colors. Okay. It's very nice. So our galaxy is called the Cambalia Galaxy, and this is our home station. And you can see, let me pause the game a bit. So you can see here, these are our little crew members. They're called the Spatials, and they're red shirts. Isn't that fun? This is Philippe, and this is all his information over here on the right-hand side of the screen. You can see he's well fed. There's a plus to the ship crew management. Has his hunger and thirst needs are sated. He's well rested. And mind is a sort of a happiness meter. The higher the mind is, the better off they are. The lower it gets, more things happen that are not fun. And these are just your basic needs that they have that go into sated. And then up here, this is the vital column. Over here is a combat. You can see that he's neutral. You can switch stances to hostile, which means they'll probably are very aggressive and will go after anything. I tend to keep them at neutral for the time being. Okay, this is jobs. This is the jobs you can have any of your red shirts do. And it's nice if you want them to focus on one particular thing to check off what you don't want them to focus on. Like maybe we don't want Philippe to do medicine, but we want him to focus on chemistry. So we'll click off some of these other ones down here that are very specialized. I tend to keep, when playing, I tend to keep firefighter, recycling, and restocking, cleaning up, because there may not be that much in queue for the chemistry, and we'll get to that a little bit when we start playing the game a little bit. So, and ownership, and you can have your red shirts own specific items just for them. Okay. So, so this is the tutorial that'll pop up. It's very basic, and you can go through it if you'd like. The other thing to note is that there's a simple game guide that you in the game that you can just click through if you have any questions when playing. If something comes up that you don't understand, this tends to help out a little bit. Okay. We go back to our home screen using this button up here, station button. Okay, so let's build some crew quarters for our red shirts. This is something similar you do in every city building game. Over on the left-hand side is your build menu. And right now we're going to build floors, and you can select from a variety of floors. We're first starting out. These are basic floors that you can start out with. And you can also choose whatever color. It goes from white all the way down to turquoise. And there's a lot of variety in between. On the right hand is the just the description of the item that you have selected. And it cost us 5 credits, and it has a -2 aesthetics for this barn nostalgia. Okay, so let's pick something that has 0 aesthetics for our room that we're going to select. We're going to do a small barracks for the for our little crew members here. I'll pause it, and they should get building soon. And up next, we want to build walls, which is up here. Right now, we only have to build walls. The only resource we have is the aluminum, and for each wall, it takes 3 aluminum, and the price is 15 credits. And it's pretty simple. You just click and drag right around the room. Okay. And our little red shirts will get moving and start building. Next up, we need a door, which is under security. And we'll just place that right about here. And to turn it, we click the, let's see, I think it's R. Maybe it's E. It's E. Rotate is usually R in most games. What do I know? Okay, so E. And that'll be our room. Okay, so our room is built. Now we can build beds. Let's just put a few beds in here. We'll put it along this line. I think that'll be alright. Let's put 4. And our little ones, our little ones. Our red shirts will build the beds, and now they're going to go to sleep because they're really tired. Okay. So next up, let's build a, we'll just go with a neat workshop, and how about light green? We'll build a dining hall for our folks. Okay, so that should take care of that. Let's get rid of some of these trees by holding shift. Okay, so we can see what we're doing. Down here it shows you what you need to do. Okay, let's see, neat workshop. Let's put a thing there. Let's build a room. Build some walls. Okay, this will be our dining area. Next up, we are going to put in a door, a security door. Put that right there. And over here, we're going to build a kitchen. So just to let you know, I'm not a creative builder. I'm sort of more organic. So I just kind of pop things down. I have like no sense of aesthetics when it comes to that. I just kind of plop things down. But you can be pretty inventive, I think, if you're more of a creative bent. So let's, like, you try and do circles or different designs or something. I just have never been able to do that. I don't know. I can try. So let's, so in our dining area, we need to go up to food and drink. And here we're going to set a we're going to get canteen tables. This is where our red shirts will eat their food. I don't think we need that many, so we're just going to put 3 down. Okay, this is where they'll eat. And one thing to note about this is that our red shirts do not like to eat in noisy areas. That's why our kitchen is going to be separate. So let's build another floor out here. And I'm going to make our kitchen a little bit bigger because the facilities are a little bit bigger. So we're just going to do that. Oops. I want another door over here because I do want to have a small storage area. Yep, see, everything moved. Okay, except for the fruit. I don't know why the fruit didn't move. So let's do we'll do a storage area. Let's do a different, the storage area doesn't matter what color it is. Let's do something a little different here. So let's pull it out there. I think, yeah, we'll just build a square. Okay, let's get up walls, and let's do our walls. Let's do our walls here. Okay, and now let's do our finish up that. Okay. So what we're going to do here is going to make this a storage area, and there's a specific item that you need to do that with. It's called the storage area. This is a small item that you can build that will designate any room as a storage area. So this whole room is designated as a storage area. And you can see here, these are what you can store in this building, in this room. And so yeah, so this is so since it's next to our kitchen, I think we're just going to use it for right now. We'll keep aluminum in there, basic rations, I don't know what that is, bonbons. We'll just click off everything right now to keep it a bit organized. Let's go down here. It's a lot. There's a huge list of stuff that we can get, as you can see. Filtered water, fruits. Fruits are the basics of our rations. So next up, we are going to build another facility with food and drink, and it's going to be our basic kitchen. Okay. Let's turn that around a bit, and we're going to build two. One is going to be dedicated to making water, and the other is going to be for our rations. Okay. Now that that's built up, and then we are going to build a canteen. Maybe I didn't build my I don't think I built my room quite right. So this is a place, the canteen is actually where you store stuff. Let me change this room just a tad. This is canteen food, and let's put canteen drinks right next to it. There, that way they're kind of hidden, and we can expand out here if we need to. Okay. So next up, we are going to set our red shirts to start production. So we're going to click on one of their basic kitchens, and we're going to ask them to start making some basic rations. And right now, whenever you see this pencil icon, it means that you can edit. So you can put in how many you want, how many items you'd like to produce. Right now we're going to produce 25, and that'll make 20, and we're going to add it to the queue. And someone will come over pretty soon and start doing that. And then on this basic kitchen, we're going to create an order for water. And we're going to put the same amount in, 25. Accept, add to queue. Always remember to add it to queue, otherwise nothing's going to happen. Over here for our canteen drinks, we are going to change it a little bit. So we keep a max stock of 25. And we restock it at a little bit higher at 10. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay, and we'll do the same thing for the canteen food. Restock at 10. And max stock 25. Okay. So we have 2 red shirts. Jemmy and Pater that are starting on our food and water production. So fairly soon those needs will be met. Okay. So that's it for building a basic station. Next up is that pretty soon you'll notice we only have so many products in our inventory. Let's see, inventory's down here. So we're going to need to restock our products, which means we need to explore the galaxy and find stuff. We only have fruits, less than 200 fruits, which will run out fairly soon, and less than 200 water. Okay, so next up we have, let's look at our ships that we have up here. We have our fleet. We have 2 ships, one which is called Influential Milk. Like, okay. And this is our exploration ship that can hold 100 units. It's fairly speedy at 17 parsecs, and has 6 crew slots, which means it's 66% ready. I'm not entirely sure what the 66% ready is. So we have our crew, which we can add to it by clicking on an empty slot and selecting someone to go with us. And let's see, who would like to go with us? Maybe Corrine would like to go with us. Okay, and this shows what she's currently equipped with, and how she's feeling, how she's doing, hunger, thirst wise. Okay, so we can select her. And over here in your cargo hold, what you can have in your inventory, and you can also here you can also select what resources that you want to pick up from your planets. Okay, and then this screen over here just shows you where you're parked. Oh, we're on a Gaia planet. Let's take a tour of our galaxy. This is this menu up here. So this is our galaxy that we can explore. As you can see, it is pretty big. So this is where we're stationed. Our home planet is with a little home symbol on top of it. This is called the I don't know how to pronounce it. Our system Gay Crux. I wonder if we can change that. I don't think we can change that one. I can't even pronounce it. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take our influential milk, and we are going to select it, and then we're going to drag it all the way over here to Tutoland and explore Tutoland and see what's available. So once our ship gets there, we'll click on the planet. You see right now you get a little notification that where you're parked. We're going to click on it. Look at the information screen. It tells you what kind of planet it is. It's a Terra planet, a human colony who is allied with us, but we have no resources stored. So let's explore. Okay, so we landed on a planet right next to a really nice station. And let's go explore a little bit. These packages are your loot boxes, so it's really handy. Let's speed that up a little bit. So it's really handy to pick up as much as you can. You can see all the little loot that you're getting, which is super nice. And then over here, occasionally you'll get notifications that you met a goal, which we haven't gone over where our goals are. And the goals are right up here with this little trophy icon. And basically all you do is you click on it, claim your reward. You got 600 credits for that. And anytime, if you don't know what to do in the game, just click on the goal and just scroll through and see what you can do. The more goals you meet opens up more goals for you to be rewarded for or progress through. Okay, so let's continue on our journey. I'm going to try and get as much out here as we can. Okay, this blue ball here that you see, if we click on it, it'll bring up a menu over on the right hand side that gives you information about it. Destroying this building will unlock the following star systems. However, if you do destroy the building, it will reduce your reputation. So what we're going to do, we're going to pay tribute because we have enough funding, we have enough credits up here to pay tribute. Okay, so that's what we did. So we opened up that. If we go to our galaxy, so let's go up to our galaxy and see how we only saw one thing before when we first started. Now we have all these opened up to. So we have all these star systems. We have Aljana, Scat, Aljambi, and Al-Safi. So these are more that we can explore at some point. We can look at these. Looks like this is the Crustaceans' home planet. These are our Crusantian colony. We are allied with it, and this is a level 2 planet. So you want to be sure that when you visit planets that you are leveled up appropriately, otherwise you'll get creamed. Okay, so let's head back to where we were by hitting explore. Okay, so that's done. So the next thing we want to do on this planet is we want to find resources to exploit. Let's go up here and get this stuff. Okay, so let's take a quick tour around. Okay. This right here is an area. These are fruits, a fruit node. And what we're going to do here is we're going to build our collector and a storage unit. So let's get our peeps up here, our red shirts, I keep calling them peeps. We're going to transport them by using the T menu button, maybe. There they go. And we are going to build our generic extractor here. I'm going to put it right about here so we have full coverage of our units that we want to do. Yeah, we'll just build it right there. And I like to build a few storage units. I tend to just build them 1 or 2 next to the resource. I don't know if you really need to do that or not, but for me it makes sense. Okay, so that's done. Let's see if there's another one. We're going to need a lot of fruits. Oh, here's another one up here. Let's select our folks and they can come up here. And we'll build a generic extractor. They'll build that, and we'll build 1 or 2 storage units here. We're going back to the home station, and we're going to build an object called, let's look at our facilities, called an officer dock. If we don't do this, and we bring back all that loot, it's going to end up on the edge of the screen, all the way up here probably. And yeah, that's not going to be fun to collect later. So let's put our, let's use this over here. We're going to build 2 of them since we have 2 ships. Build them right there, and our folks should get right at it. And you know what? Let's add another door over here so it's a little bit easier to store some stuff in here. And then once you have them built, you have to designate a ship to land on it. So we're going to select a ship, and we'll select Influential Milk. That'll land here, and our other ship, the Intermediate Sound, will land here. And there it is. Yep, okay, I think we've got all our loot. Oh, we got stuff here. Let's transport by hitting the T button and left click. Let's go get that. There's a cooldown on the transport when you do transporting the beam technology. So the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to set up a delivery station. And let's see. and we need to select a spot that'll give us the most bang for our buck. So this will give us a demand of 280%, 280%, 240, 270, 260, 220, 310. From what I understand, the more coverage that you can have for these living quarters, the more demand there is. So I'm not... Well, unfortunately, we can't get between these two very well. 250, 240. What's over here? Okay. So for some reason, we had more demand up here at 300, 310. I'm not sure why that is, but you know, we'll roll with it. Let's build that here. We'll select our crew members and teleport them. And they can build. So this is handy in having up a delivery station is handy when we want to start exporting and to another planets based on their demand. Okay. And we can see what their demand is by going up into the civs icon, the global icon here. So let's look at humans since we're on a human planet. This is our reputation. We're allied with them, so they're very happy with us. The higher your reputation is with different civilizations, the more that they'll gauge in commerce with you, and they'll come visit your space station for in peace times for tourism. So this is what we can sell over in this area here. This is what we can sell to them. We can sell hollow books, soap, star maps, basic rations, vitamin water, you know, you name it. Over here, resources, this is what we're collecting from them, and they charge us an export price for it. You know, so, and we're collecting fruits in this area from them. This list is the resources that we can get from the planets in our current system. Okay, let's go back to exploring. So that's the end of this exploring this planet. Looks like everything is pretty much. We have more resources to come back to if we need more fruits. So we should be pretty well covered. Okay. So let's take off. I think we're going to end it here. We will continue exploring planets and building up our workstation in the next episode. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you have any comments, feel free to put them in the comment fields below, and I'll respond. Any tips or tricks would be greatly appreciated if you've played this game or not. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.